Okay, LionsTV having a chat to Liam Dawson, who's established himself in the top side over the past month or so. Mate, how is it? You had your first win at home on the weekend. How was it feeling after the game?
Yeah, like it was really good. Sort of the boys got around me towards coming off the end of the race, and sort of looking around the crowd. All the guys were getting around it, singing the song. So it's awesome feeling, sort of vibe coming to the rooms there. And as soon as we got in there, straight into the huddle, and all the boys chucked all the raid all over your cuts and started singing and that. So no, it was really good. Great feeling, and couldn't sing the song loud enough, I don't think. So it was awesome.
We've had quite a few comments on social media feeding back from the fans about how passionately you sang the song. Have you always followed the lines, and did that contribute to you singing it, so passionately?
Yeah, look, growing up I sort of had a bit of a soft spot for the Lions. I sort of living up here and that, so it's always sort of followed who was getting drafted, who was how's Brownie was going, Tom Black and that, so the big name players there. So yeah, I think because I sort of had a bit of a soft spot, I think I did sing it so passionately that obviously gave me the opportunity to be at the club. So I was always sort of stoked to come here and stay around family and friends up here. So couldn't repay them with singing a soft song. So I had to sing it as loud as I could. So it was good.
And how have you found the transition in your first year? Obviously pre-season was pretty long and hard, and then now you've come into the season itself. How have you found the transition?
Yeah, look, felt like it was 8 months, the pre-season, because it was the heat as well. Like it was 35, 40 degrees some days, so with the humidity as well. So it was felt like a long pre-season, but sort of getting into the games, sort of started in the twos and ended up getting my opportunity at round 8, but sort of had to work my way into the side. I couldn't just get given it to me. So, but yeah, the coach is pretty supportive and sort of going to them for information when you can and that. So yeah, they're pretty approachable like that. So it was awesome.
And you kind of settled into that role across the back line there. How have you found that you've been able to use your really efficient disposal really well? That's really shone through, and you're starting to really rack up the possessions now in the game?
Yeah, I just think to do the team things, hopefully work on my defensive game. I think that's probably what I need to work on at the moment. So my offence hopefully will come after that, but sort of get back, help out Harrow, Rog and all those back there, so third man ins. But yeah, just do the defensive things first, and hopefully the offence will come, which is nice.
And looking at the age of the group, I think we looked at some stats at LionsTV during the week. Of the 41 players in the list, 26 are 22 or under, so it's a really young list. On the weekend, I think there was 8 first, second or third years playing, which is a really high proportion. How does that feel amongst the group? You're obviously very, very young, but do you feel as though you're kind of building together?
Yeah, I think because we're so young, we sort of come together quite good, especially as a backline. We sort of had 2 first years down there, Macca, Cuts as well, so sort of 2 second years as well. So sort of a young group down there, and with Jono Freeman up forward. Sort of, as you said, a bit of a young list, but I think we're growing pretty good. So we've had a bit of a slow year, but sort of coming into next year, we know we can play some good footy with our game plan, and Leper's implementing that pretty well. So I think gave us good confidence from the weekend, I think, coming to these next 3 weeks, and obviously the pre-season, so it should be good.
And between you and Harris and Jono, there's some young Queenslanders starting to show through now for the club. Obviously this draft coming through, we've got some good names in Keys and Hipwood and the like. How do you see that in the future? We're based up here in Brisbane. It's a Queensland club. How important is it that you get a lot of Queenslanders playing for the team?
Yeah, I think the academy's been a real big help for us. I think coming through, sort of had that elite standards, sort of that team to fall back on at Cooper and that as well. So going there, training with the best, I guess, in Brisbane, has been a big sort of upside for us coming through. And then you've got Hipwood and that, Casey this year. So it's always, the club's in really good stead, I think, the next sort of 5-6 years, and just can't wait to start winning consistently and get amongst the boys and obviously start winning games, which is awesome. So
I suppose just finally, what would be your message to the fans? I think when Jed had his 200th game, he was talking about how the hope over the coming years is they rebuild a winning culture, and you just spoke about that a bit. What would be your message to the fans, I suppose, going forward to the end of this year and into next year?
Just wait and stick by us, I think. Obviously, we showed a bit on the weekend with how we played and getting big numbers up there. So I think, stick by us, and we'll obviously repay you with the wins next year and so long after that. So I think with Jed's 200th, it's just a massive honour for the club. I guess him coming through and stuck by us as well. So it's just one of many who could play 200 games with the club. So stick by us, and we'll pay you the favour, I think.
Thanks, mate.